You might have noticed it, perhaps among friends, family members, or even just observing people around you. There seems to be a point, often somewhere in our early 80s, where things can change quite rapidly for many. It's a painful reality to consider, isn't it? That after living a full life, health can decline, independence can become a challenge, and the vibrant life we've built might feel threatened. It's not a comfortable thought, but it's one that many people worry about as they get older. We see it happen, and we wonder, is that inevitable? Is there something happening around that age that makes things shift so dramatically for so many? Well, the truth is, there isn't some magic switch that flips when you hit 82, but there are common threads, patterns we see in people who continue to live active, fulfilling, and healthy lives well into their 80s, 90s, and beyond, versus those who seem to decline more quickly. These patterns aren't complicated secrets, but they are powerful. They involve certain habits and choices that, over time, build up our resilience, protect our bodies, and keep our minds sharp. They are the often overlooked pieces of the puzzle that determine not just how long we live, but how well we live those years. In this video, we're going to gently uncover some of these crucial pieces. We'll look at simple habits and even some foods that can make a profound difference in building strength, getting truly restful sleep, keeping your memory vibrant, improving digestion, and so much more. These aren't drastic changes, but small, consistent efforts that add up to big results. If you're navigating your later years, or even if you're just thinking ahead, what we're about to discuss could fundamentally change your perspective on aging. Watch to the end for something that will surprise you. Let's start with something absolutely fundamental, something that often starts to diminish with age if we don't actively work to keep it: muscle. You might think of muscles just in terms of lifting things or looking strong, but their importance in our later years goes far, far beyond that. Losing muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia, is one of the primary reasons why people lose their independence, become frail, and are more susceptible to falls and injuries as they get older. Think about it. Simple tasks like getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even just maintaining balance all rely heavily on muscle strength. When that strength wanes, everyday life becomes harder, and the risk of a fall that could drastically alter your life increases significantly. But it's not just about physical tasks. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. It helps regulate blood sugar levels, which is crucial for preventing or managing type 2 diabetes. It contributes to bone density, working with our bones to keep them strong and less prone to fractures. Strong muscles also support our joints, helping to reduce pain and improve mobility, which means you can keep doing the things you love, whether that's gardening, playing with grandchildren, or going for walks. So, what can we do about it? The good news is it is absolutely never too late to build muscle. Even into your 80s and 90s, your muscles can respond to resistance and get stronger, and you don't need a gym full of weights to do it. Simple resistance exercises using your own body weight or inexpensive tools can be incredibly effective. Think about chair exercises. Sitting down and standing up from a chair without using your hands is a fantastic way to work your leg muscles. You can do repetitions of this throughout the day. Wall push-ups, where you stand a step away from a wall and gently push yourself away and lean back in, are great for the upper body. If you have resistance bands, which are lightweight and easy to store, you can do exercises like bicep curls, triceps extensions, and leg presses while sitting or standing. Even simple movements like lifting soup cans or small weights can help. The key is consistency and gradually challenging yourself. Start with what feels comfortable, maybe just 5 to 10 repetitions of a couple of exercises a few times a week. As you get stronger, you can increase the number of repetitions, do more sets, or use slightly heavier resistance if you're using weights or bands. Listen to your body, and if something causes pain, stop. It's also a good idea, if possible, to talk to your doctor before starting a new exercise routine, especially if you have any underlying health conditions. They might even be able to recommend a physical therapist who can show you exercises tailored to your specific needs and abilities. Beyond structured exercise, simply staying active in your daily life makes a difference. Taking the stairs instead of the elevator, walking to the local shop instead of driving, spending time in the garden, all these activities engage your muscles. The old saying, use it or lose it, is particularly true when it comes to muscle mass as we age. By making a conscious effort to use our muscles regularly, we send signals to our bodies to maintain and even build strength. This isn't about becoming a bodybuilder. It's about maintaining the functional strength you need to live your life fully and independently. Another critical area that impacts everything from our mood and energy levels to our memory and physical health is sleep. As we get older, sleep patterns can change. It might be harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, or you might wake up much earlier than you'd like. Many people just accept poor sleep as an inevitable part of aging, but chronic poor sleep has significant consequences. It can affect our cognitive function, making us more forgetful or less able to concentrate. It impacts our physical health, contributing to inflammation, weakening our immune system, and even affecting our heart health and blood sugar control. It certainly doesn't help with building or repairing those muscles we just talked about, as muscle repair happens during sleep. Getting enough quality sleep is like hitting the reset button for your brain and body every night. It's when your brain consolidates memories, sorts through information, and clears out waste products. It's when your body repairs tissues, balances hormones, and strengthens its defenses. So, prioritizing sleep isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for healthy aging. What can you do to improve your sleep? Creating a consistent sleep schedule is one of the most powerful steps. Try to go to bed and wake up around the same time every day, even on weekends. This helps regulate your body's internal clock. Your bedroom environment matters too. Make sure it's dark, quiet, and cool. Banish screens from the bedroom. The blue light emitted from phones, tablets, and TVs can interfere with melatonin production, the hormone that signals your body it's time to sleep. What you do during the day also affects your night's sleep. Regular physical activity, like the muscle-building exercises or walking we discussed, can help improve sleep quality, but try to avoid vigorous exercise right before bed. Be mindful of what you eat and drink in the hours leading up to bedtime. Large meals, caffeine, and alcohol can all disrupt sleep. Caffeine is obvious, but alcohol, while it might make you feel sleepy initially, often leads to disturbed sleep later in the night. If you find yourself lying awake in bed for more than 20 minutes, get up. Go to another room and do something quiet and relaxing in dim light, like reading a book or listening to soft music, until you feel sleepy. Then go back to bed. Don't lie there feeling frustrated. Naps can be helpful, but keep them short, ideally 20-30 minutes, and try to take them earlier in the afternoon so they don't interfere with nighttime sleep. If sleep problems persist, it's worth talking to your doctor. There could be underlying issues like sleep apnea or restless leg syndrome that need medical attention, or they might be able to offer strategies or treatments to help. Improving your sleep health is an investment in your overall well-being, and it's absolutely within your reach with a few intentional habits. Now that we've discussed building strength and getting better sleep, let's move on to another crucial aspect of healthy aging, keeping your mind sharp and preventing memory loss. This is a major concern for many people as they get older, and while some cognitive changes are a normal part of aging, significant memory loss and cognitive decline are not inevitable. Just as we need to exercise our bodies, we need to exercise our brains. Our brains are remarkably adaptable, and they continue to form new connections throughout our lives, a process called neuroplasticity. The key is to keep challenging them. Learning new things is one of the best ways to do this. It doesn't have to be something big like learning a new language, though that's fantastic if it interests you. It could be taking up a new hobby like painting, knitting, or playing a musical instrument. It could be learning a new game like bridge or a strategy board game. Reading different types of books, listening to educational podcasts, or watching documentaries can also stimulate your brain. The key is to step outside your comfort zone and engage with material that makes you think and learn. Puzzles and brain games can also be helpful, but try to vary them. If you only do crosswords, you'll get very good at crosswords, but you might not be challenging other areas of your brain. Try logic puzzles, Sudoku, jigsaw puzzles, or online brain training games that focus on different cognitive skills like memory, attention, and problem solving. Physical activity, the kind we talked about earlier, is also incredibly beneficial for brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, which helps deliver oxygen and nutrients. It can also stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF, a protein that acts like fertilizer for brain cells, helping them grow and survive. So getting your body moving is a powerful way to keep your mind sharp too. Social connection is another often underestimated factor in cognitive health. Staying connected with friends, family, and your community helps keep your mind active through conversations and interactions. Isolation and loneliness are linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline. Make an effort to stay in touch with loved ones. Join clubs or groups that interest you, volunteer, or participate in community events. These social engagements provide mental stimulation and emotional support, both of which are vital for brain health and overall well-being. Speaking of well-being, let's talk about something that affects how comfortable you feel every single day: digestion. Many people experience digestive issues as they get older, such as constipation, bloating, or indigestion. While these might seem minor, they can significantly impact your quality of life, affecting your energy levels, mood, and overall comfort. A healthy digestive system is also crucial for absorbing the nutrients from the food you eat, which are essential for maintaining muscle, bone density, brain function, and everything else we've discussed. One of the biggest contributors to digestive issues, particularly constipation, is often insufficient fiber intake and dehydration. Fiber adds bulk to your stool, helping it pass more easily, and it also feeds the beneficial bacteria in your gut, which play a huge role in overall health, including immune function and even mood. Aim for a variety of fiber-rich foods in your diet. This includes fruits with the skin on, vegetables, whole grains like oats and brown rice, legumes like beans and lentils, nuts and seeds. Gradually increasing your fiber intake is important to avoid bloating and gas. Drinking enough water throughout the day is just as crucial. Water works with fiber to keep things moving smoothly through your digestive system. Aim for several glasses of water a day. Other fluids like herbal teas also count, but try to limit sugary drinks and excessive caffeine or alcohol, which can sometimes have a dehydrating effect. Another simple habit that can help digestion is mindful eating. Slowing down, chewing your food thoroughly, and paying attention to what and how you're eating can aid the digestive process. Avoiding eating when you're stressed or rushed can also make a difference, as stress can negatively impact digestion. If you're taking medications, it's also worth talking to your doctor, as some medications can affect digestion. But often, simple dietary and hydration changes can make a world of difference. These simple steps towards better digestion contribute to feeling more comfortable, more energetic, and ensuring your body is getting the nutrients it needs to thrive. Next, we'll dive into another area that is absolutely fundamental to feeling good as you age. So, we've touched on building strength, getting better sleep, keeping your mind sharp, and improving digestion. These might seem like separate pieces, but they are all interconnected, working together to support your health and vitality as you age. The message here isn't about chasing some arbitrary number like 82, but about equipping yourself with the tools to live as healthily and independently as possible for as long as possible. It's about ensuring that your later years are filled with quality, activity, and joy, not limitations. Remember, the key isn't perfection, but consistency. Small, manageable changes adopted over time are far more sustainable and effective than trying to overhaul everything at once. Maybe you start with adding a short walk to your daily routine, or perhaps focusing on getting to bed just 15 minutes earlier. Then you might add some simple chair exercises a few times a week, or make an effort to include more vegetables and fruits in your meals. Each small step builds on the last, creating momentum and positive change. The surprising truth I promised you at the beginning isn't a magic pill or some exotic treatment. It's simply this: the power to significantly influence your health and well-being in your later years lies mostly in your own hands, through these consistent, simple lifestyle choices. It's not about luck, it's about action. The people who tend to stay active, engaged, and healthy well into their 80s and beyond aren't necessarily special. They are often simply the ones who have made these kinds of habits a regular part of their lives. They choose to move, they prioritize rest, they keep their minds active, they nourish their bodies with good food and water, and they stay connected with others. It's never too late to start. No matter your age or current health status, making positive changes can yield benefits. Your body and brain are capable of amazing things, given the right support. Think about which of these areas resonates most with you right now. Is it feeling stronger, sleeping better, sharpening your memory, improving your digestion? Pick one thing to focus on this week. something small you can realistically do. Maybe it's just drinking an extra glass of water or doing 10 sit-to-stands from a chair. Celebrate that small success and then build on it. Your journey towards vibrant aging is unique. Don't compare yourself to others. Focus on making progress based on where you are today. These habits are not just about adding years to your life. They are about adding life to your years. They are about maintaining your independence, continuing to do the things you love, spending quality time with the people you care about, and feeling your best every single day. That is the real goal. If you found this helpful, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Which of these habits do you already practice, or which one are you going to start with? Your insights could inspire others. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more content about living a healthy, fulfilling life at any age, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people who can benefit from this information. Thank you for watching. Live your best life at every age.